All right. Good morning, everyone. Welcome to yoga today. Just want to start today by talking about happiness. And I was just listening to a video from my teacher this morning, and he was talking about happiness. And basically, happiness is it's not a happening, right? It's an intention, and it's a habit that we create. And sometimes we create these habits of unhappiness. And even if something great happens to us or whatever, we find it hard to really be truly happy. And that's our nature. So just making that intention and creating a habit like we brush our teeth, and send out that energy to light up our smile. And it's just like everything's energy. And so if we want to go turn a light on, unless we plug it into the energy source and consciously flip the switch, the light won't go on. And it's the same thing with our happiness. Unless we become aware that, I'm feeling unhappy today, but I want to feel happy, and making that intention and turning our smile on, it won't come on. So I hear this over and over and over again in yoga teachings, is that happiness is it's a practice, right? We practice being happy, and like anything, the more we practice, the more it becomes natural, the more it becomes there and part of us. So we're going to start today with finding our seat. We want that nice tall spine. Remember, we talk about that little string, maybe on a puppet string, maybe on our head, or even lifting our heart. Yeah, good. Bringing our hands up on our lap. Good. And we're going to take a nice breath in and exhale with a ha sound. Ha. Yeah. That sound of ha, it sort of sends a signal to our brain to start to relax. And take a breath in. Let it go. Ha, ha. And one more breath in. And ha. It's like when you eat something or taste something that is amazing, what do? Right? It's just that calming of this really busy mind, of ours. Good. All right, so we're going to practice our smile mudra. So we're going to turn our hands up. This is called Maha Mudra, to just tap into that energy source that's all around us. This body we're just made up of billions of cells, right? And so if you look under a microscope, you see cells. There's billions. That's what our body is. And all those cells have energy in them. So we're just this big ball of energy, right? Everything around us is energy. Good. So we're going to tap into that. So let's float our eyes closed. Good. All right. So finding our Ujjayi breath. Good. And also finding a smile. So we're going to put a smile on your face, whether you feel like it or you don't. Yes, I say this regularly, that there's scientific evidence when you turn the corners of your mouth up, it starts to ignite the serotonin in your brain. The feel-good hormone, happy hormone. Good. And now we're just going to take about 10 slow Ujjayi breaths with a smile on our face. Simply smile. Good. So at your own pace, as you breathing in and out of the nose, feel that little rush of air going into your throat. You can kind of hear it, and then pause and then exhale, feeling that rush of air passing through your throat and out your nose. And continue on, keeping that smile on your face. Just breathing slow and deep. Smile relaxes all the muscles of your face. Continue on. Smile relaxes all the muscles in your head. And smile just relaxes all your muscles in your body. And just putting our attention to just being joyful, a bundle of joy today. Yes, as whatever you put your attention to is what grows. Couple more breaths here, just enjoying the breath, enjoying just sitting and smiling. Your next exhale breath, just come back to your regular breath, your natural breath. Good. And just bring awareness to how you feel. How did that feel? Were you annoyed? Did over time, as you were breathing, did it feel a little more natural? Maybe you started to feel a little more uplifted. And maybe you didn't. Maybe you felt cranky. That's okay. It's just creating these habits. Yeah. Nice way to start your morning. Every morning, if you remember, just sit quietly, put a smile on your face, close your eyes, take 10 to 15 breaths with a smile. Good. All right. And then when you feel ready, complete, gently to begin to flutter the eyes open. Let the light in slowly. Yeah. And if that was the only thing we did in our yoga class today, that would have been a perfect yoga class, right? Smile, just, there's all sorts of songs about smile. So this week we're just going to infuse that smile, again, even if you don't feel like it, even if you're going through so much in your life right now, just try to find a time during the course of your day to sit and smile for what you have, what you're grateful for, or just for no reason. Yeah. Okay. So let's just start to shake the body, shake off stuff. Yeah. Try to keep that smile on our face through the whole class today, if you can remember. Yeah. That's why there's therapy, there's laugh therapy, right? But it doesn't have to get that complicated. It doesn't have to be that complex. And keep it simple, sweetheart. Remember that kiss. Keep it simple. Good. And relax. Find that gentle, tall spine. Take a breath in. As you exhale, keep your shoulders reaching back slightly. We want that nice, tall back spine, right? And then just drop your chin to your chest. Good. Find a few breaths. And then inhale slowly as you lift your chin up. Keep the back of your neck long and just lift your chin up slightly. Yeah. And then exhale again, drop your chin to your chest. Good. Palms can be either up or down, just hands resting on your thighs. Good. You can have your eyes open or closed here. We're just going to start to circle. Inhaling the head to the right and up and back just a little bit, and exhale to the left. Notice what's going on in your neck in this moment today. Yeah. Almost every day it might feel a little different, depending on if we're starting to work in our gardens, or maybe we didn't eat well over the holiday weekend. That can cause some stiffness too in the body. Yeah. Whatever, just be there, circle, make no discomfort. And when you've done about 3 or 4, next time your chin comes to chest, pause and reverse. Yeah. The other direction. Notice if you've lost your little smile. Big breath. You can find that Ujjayi breath, which is your friend. That Ujjayi breath helps us to also send a signal to the brain to relax. Yeah. all sorts of tools that we can send to our brain to relax. Next time the head comes forward, pause. Wiggle your toes in your shoes. Gently press your toes into the floor, and maybe your feet as well. And slowly let the head float straight back up. Good. Relax your arms down. Good. Inhale, lift your shoulders up. Big breath in. Gently roll them back. Melt your shoulder blades down your back. And forward. And a couple more circles. It's really interesting, that awareness that every day feels different, doesn't it? Even if we're sort of not doing a whole bunch of stuff, it kind of feels different every day. Yeah, our body does. And then relax the shoulders, good, and wiggle it out. Let's float our arms just easily forward here. Let's lift our fingers up and spread your fingers and wiggle your fingers and your thumb and check in with those fingers. Yeah, again, when we sometimes eat things that are maybe not the best for us, lots of sugar, flour, things like that, it can get our joints to feel stiff. And then just crunch your fingers up, open and shut. Now completely shut with fists, and rotate the hands into fists. Yeah. And then reverse the other direction. Keeping it simple, finding a stretch. Good. And relax the arms back now, shake it out. Good. All right, scooting just a tiny bit forward in our chair. Kind of taking care of our spine with cat-cow. On an inhale breath, lift the chest. Yeah, reach the shoulders back. Coming into cow pose. A little bit of a back bend in your back. And then exhale, gently drop your head. You can slide your hands forward. Drop the head into cat pose. A little rounding of that back, if that feels good. Just taking care of that spine. Inhale just a couple times. Do it at your own pace here. Reaching the elbows back as you come up. Yeah, opening up that chest. Exhale, drop the head. Maybe stretch the upper back. Maybe round your full spine if that feels good and you're not having an osteoporotic spine. And then in just next time, just do a couple more here. Each time, maybe you go a little further and maybe not. Keep it simple. Good. And then slowly come back to just a nice, gentle, tall spine. Good. All right. So we're going to relax our arms here, making sure that you have some space. We're going to be, let's just experiment with, on an inhale, raising your arms up to a T. Yeah, so just make sure that you have space around you. Let's relax the arms back down. I need to scoop me over just a little bit because I'm hitting my table. All right, so we're going to just float your arms out. Good. And you're just going to very gently start to rock the body side to side. Again, just gently moving our spine, keeping that spine supple and flexible, right? Today's flexibility, strength, yeah. And then slowly, slowly start to raise the arms up a little higher. Good. Relaxing the shoulders, keeping the arms fairly straight but loose. And then maybe coming up a little higher. You might be getting close to shoulder height. That might be enough for you. If you want to take it further, maybe a little higher. Yeah, going back and forth, just warming up. Yeah, finding our smile. Good. And then once you come, yeah, just up to your edge here. And you're going to slowly start to lower the arms, just as slowly. So your arms might be feeling a little heavy now, but bring that smile to your face. Find your big breath. And you'll see how that lightens the load, right? Good metaphor for life. The tougher life gets, the more we need to smile. Yeah, I know that sounds crazy, but just experiment with it. See what happens. And then when you're feeling complete, relax the arms down. Good. Ooh, roll out the shoulders. Maybe do a little shake, gentle shake with the hands. Good. And we're going to come into a little forward fold here. So spine is nice and straight. Take a breath in. As you exhale, keep the spine straight, head above the shoulders. And then just slide your belly forward. Again, I like to envision that I want to lay my belly onto my thighs, keeping my spine straight. Yeah, it's a healthy way for forward fold. Good. And then press down into your feet, slowly come back up. Take a breath in, exhale again, slide your belly forward. Maybe you come a little bit further, maybe not. Just slowly make your way down. Yeah, maybe you rest your ribs on your thighs, maybe your chest even. And then press into your feet and hands, slowly come back up. Good. We're going to bring our hands into prayer position. We're going to come into a gentle little twist here. So we're going to take a breath in, and on an exhale breath, we're going to just turn our body just a little bit over to the left. We're going to take our right elbow and just rest it on our right thigh. Good. And then we're going to lift that left elbow up and gently press into your palms, into your prayer hands. Yeah. And maybe press down, and as you lift your chest up a little bit. Good. Again, just simple and easy. And this is a beautiful, safe little twist for the spine. Yeah, and breathe. Enjoy. Good. Now finding those toes again, press down into your feet. Slowly lift the body back up, straight up. Good. And then turn the body back forward. Good. Interlace your hands here, relax your arms, and just wiggle the hands out. Good. And we'll do that same thing on the other side. Just a reminder that anything we do here today, if there's any discomfort or if you have an injury or whatever it is, just sit with us and breathe until we move on to the next, right? Don't push yourself through anything. Breath in, exhale. Now we're going to turn over, twist the body just gently, a little bit over to the right. And then we're going to take that left elbow and lay it onto the left thigh. And we're going to reach the right elbow up just as high as is comfortable. And the palms gently pressing into each other. And then as you press down into your right hand, maybe you lift the chest up a little bit. Yeah. And breathe. Nice, long, slow, deep breath. Should feel nice. It stretches those muscles all along your back, along the spine. As you exhale, relax the body, press down into your feet, slowly float the body back up. Good. And then slowly turn your head over and the body to the forward. And then again, interlace your hands, but one finger over. Yeah, they'll feel a little strange. And then just circle the hands and the fists, nice and loose, stretching the hands. Good. Lots of attention. Just imagine all the tasks your hands have performed for you in this lifetime. Yeah, it's a lot. Shake it out. Good. All right. So we're going to make our way to a stand. Do some standing poses here. Feel free to stay in your seat and remain there if today that's what you feel like. Yeah, this what this class is all about, is just take it to wherever you want to take it. Yeah. All right, so standing with awareness, I like to slide my heels back, keep the spine straight, lean forward, press down into your heels, and slowly make your way up. Or just make your way up to a stand, however it's comfortable for you. Good. You can slide your chair forward here. Yeah, good. I'm just gonna take mine out of the way for now. Good. All right. And let's just do a little wiggle. Just wiggle, wiggle, wiggle. Just a little bit. Yeah, good. All right. You might actually need your chair here, the back of your chair. because we're gonna just march on our feet. We're gonna wake up our feet a little bit. It's time for walking. We're gonna do more walking now. It's getting warmer, right? So coming up onto your tiptoes, you're holding onto your chair, and just start to march back and forth, side to side, or just, yeah, on the balls of your feet. Yeah, good. So you're holding onto your chair. If you want to challenge yourself a little bit, you can bring your hands down or just have one hand or maybe a finger on the chair. Yeah, good. But just massaging out the balls of your feet and then relax. Good. Still holding onto the chair. This one's a little tough. Yeah, coming up onto the heels. So you're lifting your toes and you're just marching. It's a little tiny march side to side, just marching on your heels. Just helping with our balance, right? Feeling the brain is connecting to the feet. Yes. Reconnecting those, that, you know, because we're all energy. So it's reconnecting the signal to the feet from the brain. And relax. Now we're going to roll onto the outsides of our feet and just massage the outsides of the feet. You're just tipping your feet out just a little bit. Again, if any of this is uncomfortable, you don't do it. You can just do a little march. Good. And relax. And now we're going to bring the weight to the insides of the feet and massage the insides of the feet. Yeah. Good. Hopefully that feels nice. Good. And then relax. Good. And again, just a little wiggle, Yeah, good. All right. And let's just bring our legs a little bit wider apart here. And let's just find ourselves doing our little side to side. Inhaling and exhaling. Inhale through the nose, exhale through the mouth with a ha. Ha. Remember that ha sound. That's a signal to the brain to say, oops, it's time to relax, time to settle down. Ha. Ha. That's why the sound when we laugh, what is the sound? Ha 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 ha. Right? It's a fun sound. Yeah. And slow it down. Good. All right. Come back to feet at hip distance apart. And let's just come into a little walk, right? A little march here. Good. So as we're marching, we're just pretending we're walking. You know, when you do walk, you don't have to come to the march, but it's nice to use your arms when you walk. That also helps with the cadence of your walk. Yeah, good. Opposite arm, opposite leg. Good. And now bring your awareness to the top of your head, right? Reach the top of your head up, get nice and tall. Good. Shoulders are gently back. Body is just nice and straight, right? All joints stacked. Now, if you want to slow it down and maybe lift the knees up a little higher, that's an option. Yeah. And if that's not working for you, maybe you just lift your heels, right? So take care of yourself. Good. And now the most important part of this functional walking is what? The smile. And when you're walking, even if you walk by yourself in the neighborhood or wherever you do, if you have a smile on your face, people are just attracted to that energy. If you see that, if you see somebody walking with a smile, what do you automatically do? Smile back. Yeah, all right. And come back to center, good. All right, and now we're gonna just step side to side. So drawing the body side to side here. This is where my camera likes to go wonky. Yeah. So again, inhaling, exhaling. And noticing that step side to side. When we step side to side like this, again, send signals to the brain to check in with our balance. Yeah. Good. And relax. Good. And shake it off. Okay. So finding our mountain pose, right? Toes are forward, belly's tucked in, kneecaps lifted, tailbone tucked, shoulders just, you can reach them back and down. Yeah, good. So we're opening up the shoulders here. Good. And we're gonna take our arms, bend the elbows and come into a cactus pose. So just bringing the arms to wherever they land here, right? So we make like a little W with our arms. Good, excuse me. All right, so reaching the upper arms back, gently the tops of your hands reaching back. Relax your rib cage, maybe belly's tucked in, maybe toes are even gently pressing into the floor. Yes, good. All right, so being very mindful here. If you have any shoulder issues, you may not want to go very far, but we're gonna turn our W into an M, right? So we're gonna, palms are forward. We're gonna start to slowly start to bring the fingers forward. So keeping those elbows up as high as they are, yeah. And see, this is a fairly nice stretch for the shoulders, but not if it's uncomfortable for you. And now just take it to where you can and continue to lower your fingers, keeping those elbows up. Yeah, maybe you stop here. Maybe the fingers end up reaching towards the floor. That's pretty intense. Good. And once there, press the palms back slightly. Breathe. We've probably lost our smile here. Maybe some of us had turned it into a grimace. But again, take it only to where you're comfortable. And now slowly start to bring the fingers back up. Relax the shoulders. Remind them to chill out, relax. Good. Slowly bring the arms up. Yeah, arms might be feeling a little heavy. So just breathe. Coming back to our W. Take a breath in. And exhale, relax the shoulders. Let the arms float down. Ooh. Ah. Relax. Roll it out. Good. Yeah, rolling. And forward. Nice work on the shoulders, wherever they can go. You can practice that too each day. Maybe it'll go a little bit more. Maybe you'll be able to do a little bit more of an M. Yeah, and wiggle it out. Good. Okay, so now we're gonna slowly just float our arms forward at about halfway. This feels like easy peasy now, right? Take a breath in. As you exhale, we're gonna just turn at the waist over to the right. Good. You can follow your gaze between your hands there. Just go as far as is comfortable on your spine. Good. Take a breath in. And maybe on an exhale breath, you take that right hand and start to draw it a little bit further back. Again, only to your comfort zone. And breathe. Nice long, big breath. Nice little twist for the thoracic spine, that upper spine. Good. Inhale, slowly bring that right hand forward, parallel to the left, and then slowly bring the arms back forward together, and exhale, relax it down. Good. I know I'm doing a lot with shoulders today. Good, and relax. Got to get you ready for gardening. Good. So just wiggle it out, any tension that you've built up. Good. And we're gonna do the other side here. So floating the arms forward, take a breath in. As you exhale, you're turning to the left now. Good. Turn at your waist. Good. As far as you land. Yeah. And just, you can stay there. You can draw that left hand a little bit further back. You can look towards that left hand with your gaze if you want, and breathe. When you get to your spot, just breathe. On an inhale breath, slowly bring that left hand back next to the right, parallel to the right, and then slowly bring your body back forward. Good. And relax. Good. And wiggle it out. Good. Shake it out, wiggle it out. Nice. All right. More little arms to a T here. So we're going to float the arms out to either side. Good. Now just shoulder height or lower. Lift your fingers up. Press your palms into either side of the room. Good. Put a smile on your face and breathe. Ujjayi breath. If you really tap into that Ujjayi, would probably allow you to be able to stay here for minutes, maybe 10, 15, 20 minutes. I'm not going to make you do that. And then on your next exhale breath, just relax the arms down. Ooh, yeah. Good. And roll it out. Okay, so here's where we may meet our chair. So we're going to come to the left side of your chair here, bringing your right hand onto your chair. Actually, we're going to do a little forward fold first. Good. So we're going to have your space in front of you here. Good. You're going to take your hands and you're going to just glide your arms back, interlace your hands just loosely behind you there. Yeah, this is like the perfect back bend, right? And it opens up our chest. And when you're standing and talking to somebody, just gently clasp your hands behind your back. And that keeps this upper back open, shoulders open. Yeah, good. We're gonna soften our knees. We're gonna come into a forward fold here, but again, just take it to where it's comfortable on your body. So take a breath in, feel the chest lift. As you exhale, start to soften your knees, bend your knees a little bit, start to send your hips back, and just drop, slowly start to drop your head down. So your arms are just resting on your back, and you're in this little forward fold. You can just drop your head if that's where your body feels better, or you can go as far down as is comfortable. Once you've landed your forward fold, good. On an inhale breath, float your arms up off your back. Yes, reach them up towards the sky and breathe. Nice, gentle little shoulder opener here. Keep breathing. 2 and 1. And when you're feeling ready, relax your hands onto your hips or back, right? Start to reach your hands towards the back of the room. Slowly press into your toes and keep your head down and allow your body to start floating back up slowly. Hands start to reach towards the floor. Yeah, and then lift your head. Reach and stretch your shoulders back. And relax. It's feeling really good to me right now. Just opening the chest and that heart just feels so nice. Okay, coming into a little side bend balance here. So we're gonna do a cross-legged side bend here. So you can grab onto your chair, just float your hand onto your chair here. And start with your left leg. We're gonna bring the left leg foot forward and then maybe in line with the right, and then maybe cross it over. Yeah. So different options here. Yes, you can be crossed over. Just make sure that both heels are grounded into the earth and this back knee, this right knee is bent slightly. We don't want to hyperextend that right knee. This pose, it's really easy to do that. So soften that back knee. Good, you're gonna be here. You can come on a tightrope here. You can come with just the leg foot forward, or you can just come to a stand if that's more comfortable for you. So you pick your legs here. Good. And then we're gonna take that left palm out and we're gonna reach it up towards the sky. Again, I don't know your shoulders. If you wanna just cactus your arm here, that's fine. If you wanna reach the arm as high as it's comfortable for you, good. You're gonna take a breath in, and as you exhale, stretch long, and then inhale, lean over. Yeah, so you're stretching this whole left side of your body. Toes are gently pressing into the floor. Yeah, that upper shoulder, that left shoulder is not collapsing forward. It's in line with your ear or head. Yeah, keep your head, maybe tuck your head next to your arm. Yeah, and breathe. And if you want to take this a little further, if you want more of a balance here and you're feeling steady in your legs, you can relax that right hand off the chair and just gently reach those right fingers towards the floor as you reach the left fingers to the upper left side of the room, or right side of the room rather, and breathe and smile. Good. One more breath. And grab onto your chair here. Inhale, lift the head and the arm back up. Good. Exhale. Just gently relax the shoulder as the arm starts to float down through space. Yeah. Good. And then once the hand is down, and feel free to uncross. Good. And shake it out. Okay. So coming into a little fall prevention. So one of the things to make sure in your home that you don't, area rugs can be a trip hazard for sure. Yeah, cords, even big area carpets, just make sure that they maybe are to have somebody tape them down, the edges down for you. Makes it easier for vacuuming because then crumbs don't get under there. Anyway, but basically just, looking around your space and just look for trip hazards, because we never ever mean to trip. We never plan it, right? It just like happens. So having a little foresight as to what could possibly cause me to trip is just something to be aware of. So we're gonna do a little tandem walk here. So we're gonna have a pretend line. I don't know what your floor looks like, yeah, but just make pretending there's a line between your feet. Good. And we're going to be stepping over that line as we walk forward. So you can take a couple steps back here. Good. And find that just little pretend line on the floor. Good. And you're going to step from one side to the next, just stepping nice and easily, as if you're stepping over that line. You can even lift your knees up a little bit. Yeah, to step over the line. Good. And then come back to center line. Let's just take a little walk back. Yes, be careful as you're walking back. Good. Now we're going to take that a little further. So finding that line here, we're going to maybe step over and be on the balls of our feet as you step over. I know this looks so easy, right? But it's a really good training for the brain that if you trip on something, this conditions the brain to help to catch us before we fall, so we don't fall. Yeah, so that's just the ball of the feet. All right, come back to center. Good. You can either turn around and walk back, or you can take some steps back. Good. And now we're going to do a little hop. So you can practice that, and you can walk back and forth even quicker if you want to do that. And now the challenge here is we're going to hop back and forth on this line as we go forward. Like a little bunny. It was just Easter, so let's be our little bunny. Yeah. So hopping, and you can take that hop big or little. Yeah. One more. And relax. And walk back. All right. Let's just do that same thing on the other side. So let's just travel over to this side of our chair now and do that same thing on the other side. So we're going to start with our forward bend again. Right? So we're going to slide our hands back, just interlace your fingers. Maybe your palms touch, maybe they don't. Softening the knees here. Let's just stretch the shoulders back. Feel the heart lift. Good. And then as you exhale, relax, start to send the hips back. Start to hinge at your hips forward. And just drop your head. Yeah, or look down at the floor. Come to where it's comfortable for you. Even this little forward fold here, I'm not very far down. You can go farther if you want, or you can back off a little bit. Yeah, getting blood to the brain. On an inhale breath, if it's available to you, you can float your arms up off your back. Just opening up the front shoulders there a little bit. If that doesn't feel good, lay your arms back onto your back. Take a few breaths. Good. Exhale, relax. Rest your hands back down onto your back. Good. And then pressing down into your toes. Start to drag your hands back. Keep your head down as the body slowly comes back up. Last thing to come up is our head. Hello. Good. All right, shake it out. All right, so next we're going to do our little side bend here on this side, right? So starting with hand on the chair here, I'm going to take that right foot now and just bring it forward. So that's bringing you off your axis a little bit. So that's a balancing pose. And tandem is making it a little bit more challenging, right? And crossing over as well. Maybe the crossover is maybe less challenging than the tandem. If you're crossed over here, that's the ultimate goal if you want to get there. Remember to bend that back knee. So bend that left knee into the back of the right knee a little bit. Yes, we want to keep that back knee soft. Good. So pick your legs, right? Crossed, tandem, foot forward, or just standing. And then reach that right arm. out, and up. Good. Notice if this side feels any different. Your legs. Good. So here we are, just casually standing with our legs crossed over. That's a balanced pose, right? Your brain is like on fire, sending signals all over the place. Yeah. Take a breath in. As you exhale, now stretch long and lean over. Good. And breathe. Nice, long, slow, deep breath. That right shoulder's gently reaching back. Good. Again, if you want more challenge and you're feeling sturdy in your legs, you can drop your left fingertips off the chair towards the floor. That just makes it a little more of a wobbly challenge. Not necessary. 2 and 1. Good. You can bring your hand back to the chair if you'd like to come out of the pose or not. Inhale, come back up. Exhale, float that arm down. Nice and slowly. Good. And then let's uncross. Come back to our mountain legs. Shake it out. Good. All right. And then we're going to do that same little tandem dance on this side. Yeah, good. So it's basically the same thing. You step back a few. Good. Find that imaginary line. Maybe you have a hardwood floor and you're in the right direction. Lucky you today. Yeah, good. Now we're just going to step side to side as you come forward. Good. Yeah. Good. And then take a little walk back. Now to challenge yourself just a little bit here, make it a little bit different. Instead of looking down at the line, maybe you look forward just slightly, right? Now you're going to come on the ball of your feet as you step side to side. Yeah. Good. Getting you ready for dancing too. Good. And relax. Come back to center. Either turn around or just very slowly step back. And now we're going to do our little bunny hop side to side. Yeah, good. So just hopping over the line as you come forward. See how that feels. And come back to center. And come back to the chair. Yeah, nice work, everybody. All right. So, yeah, chair can just, you can slide it forward. We're going to just do a couple of hip openers. I'm going to take mine out. So just wherever you're standing is fine. Good. Might feel really nice now to bring the feet a little bit about hip distance. Yes, just find your mountain. Good. Bring your hands onto your hips. And now we're going to drop your tailbone. So your hips come forward and drop them back. I'm going to just come to the side here. So tucking the hips under and back, just massaging this low back, right? And that tailbone. Just take this to where it feels nice. Just reminding your hips to hang loose, right? Good. That should feel really nice on the body, especially after a little hop. Good. All right. And then bringing the feet a little bit wider apart, softening the knees. And let's do some nice slow hip circles. You can start slow and little. And then you can make the circles a little bit bigger. We did that whole dinner plate thing. Maybe it's a dinner plate. And now we're going to go to a serving platter. Yeah, big circles. And now back to dinner plate. Let's stop here and then let's reverse. Do dinner plate, reverse direction. You have to think there for a sec. Now a little smaller, maybe a little dessert plate. Circles with your hips. Good. And come back to center. Good. Bringing your feet back to hip distance apart. Good. Let's shake it out. Always, right? That's the classic in between pose. Just shake it off. All right. Feet back to mountain pose. Come right into mountain pose. Each time we stand, right? The kneecaps are engaged. You know the drill. Yeah, just find a nice tall spine. Good. We're going to slide our hands back. Actually, we're going to bend our elbows a little bit and slide your arms, your elbows as far back as they'll go. And then just lay your hands onto your hips here, just getting you into camel pose. And then if you can, slide your hands behind your sacrum here. Yeah. But just that you're holding your back, you know, just tell yourself, I've got you. I've got your back. Good. And if that is uncomfortable for you, you can do what we did with our forward fold and just have your hands clasped behind your back. Good. All right. We're just stretching those hips forward a little bit. So we're going to start with lifting the chest. Good. Reaching your elbows back a little bit, reaching your shoulders back. They come along with. Good. Softening the knees. So put a little bend in the knees. Good. Take a breath in, lift the chin up. As you exhale, maybe you just gently guide your hips forward. Find your little camel pose. And if you're feeling tweaky in the back, that means you've gone too far. So back off a little bit. It's just even enough having your hands on your back. And breathe and smile. Opening up front spine or shoulders. And as you exhale, relax. Let the hands, I like this part, it just feels so nice. Let your hands just slide down your little booty. Yeah, good. And then bring them to the side and forward and roll out the shoulders. Ooh, yeah, good. And forward. That's nice. Okay, let's make our way back to our chairs, right? So come to the front of your chair as we are mindful to sit down with awareness. Good, so plant yourself where you're gonna land. Send your hips back. Your toes are engaged, your heels are engaged. Hips reaching back, back, back. You can grab your chair, float your hips down. Yes, good. All right. And we'll all meet on our chair now. Good. We're gonna scoot forward a little bit. Good. All right. So we're gonna just come into one more little twist. Our spine is nice and loose. Now we've been doing a little twisting. So we're gonna take the right leg and either cross it at your ankle, or if it's available to you, you can lift it up and cross it over. Yeah. So just give us a nice little sciatic stretch, both on either side, either way, but up here a little bit more. Good. All right. So we're gonna just take a nice big breath in. And just keep your hands resting on your thigh. As you exhale, relax and twist at your waist over to the right. Good. Relax your arms down, fingers towards the floor. Turn your palms forward. Good. And then press this left hand into the outside of that right thigh, or the left arm or hand. Yeah, if you're crossed at your ankles, it'll be your hand. Just to guide that right leg over towards the left a little bit. Find your breath, turn your gaze towards the right shoulder, chin parallel to the floor. Spine is gently tall, and you're breathing. Just enjoying this internal massage of your organs in this twist. Find relaxation with each exhale breath. Next time you exhale, soften the body. Slowly make your way back forward. Slowly, slowly, slowly. So keeping your leg right where it is here, and or taking that leg, if you have it crossed over here, so you can just lift the knee up and come right into a hip opener. And lay that ankle or the shin, outside of the shin, onto the above the left knee, right? And then lift the toe. If you're crossed at your ankles and you want to remain there, just let this leg flop open, that right leg. Good. Finding our nice tall spine wherever you are, up top or crossed at the ankles. Good. Lift the chest. Exhale. Again, try to lay the belly onto your thigh, your left thigh. Just come as far forward until you feel enough of a stretch in this right hip, and then slowly come back up. Just ease our way into this hip opener. And again, glide your belly forward. We're not rounding the back, right? That's not going to give us as much of a stretch as we could get if we just keep our spine straight and back. And finally, again, leaning forward, maybe a little bit more forward, and then relax the gaze down towards the floor. Yeah, if you're feeling enough of a stretch, remain here wherever you are. If you're up top and you still would like more, lay your arms, your forearms onto that right lower leg. Close your eyes and enjoy 3 beautiful, long, deep Ujjayi breaths. Each time you exhale, soften something, right? Your jaw, shoulders, melt them away from your ears, your right hip. Smile on the face. That's relaxing all those muscles of the face and the head, body. Good. Next time you inhale, press down into your standing foot. Slowly bring the body. Let it just gently float back up. Good. And uncross. Nice. All right. Gentle little wiggle here. Yeah. That hip opener can be a pretty intense situation. So just get nice and loosey-goosey. Good. And we'll do the same thing on the other side. So again, the options are to cross your ankle, your left ankle over the right. You can lean forward and lift that knee up and cross your legs if you'd like for our twist. Again, you pick, you decide. Notice if this side feels different than the other. Maybe you do something different on this side. Yeah, and just rest the hands onto this thigh. Find that string lifting your heart. Yes, lift the back of your heart. Take a breath in. As you exhale, relax and twist at your waist over to the left now. Looking over the left shoulder. Relax the arms down. If it's available, turn your palms forward. And you can gently press into that right forearm or the right hand against that left thigh. Yeah, each time you exhale, maybe guide it a little bit further. Find a little more stretch. And breathe. And smile. 2, 1, and relax. Now relax the body. Good. Slowly turn your body back forward. Good. You're crossed at your legs here. See if you can slide that knee up and relax that lower leg. Just to rest on that right leg, or you can cross if that's not serving you today. Good. Lift the toes. If you're up here, lift the chest. We're all going to lift our chest, get a nice tall spine. And let's ease into our hip opener. So see where your hips will allow you to go. So you exhale, draw your belly forward. Notice if this side is tighter. I am definitely tighter on this side. And then come back up. And next exhale, come forward. Don't round the spine. And come back up. And this time, just go to wherever your body, your back, your hips will allow. You can relax and look down. Yeah. Again, if you want more on your legs up top, you can rest your forearms on that upper leg. That's too much for me. Find your breath and close your eyes. 3 Ujjayi breaths. Nice and long and slow. Each time you exhale, relax something, your arms, your shoulders, hip, legs. On your next inhale breath, press down into your right foot. Slowly let the body float gently back up. Good. And then uncross. And again, just wiggle around in your chair here. Roll the shoulders out. Might feel nice to relax your arms down. Glide your arms back. Grab onto the back of your chair. Stretch your chest open. Breath in. As you exhale, lean the weight of your body forward. Let your head just land wherever it does. And breathe. Nice, long, slow, deep breath here. Each time you exhale, soften this a little bit more, Nice and slowly. Press down into your feet now. Slowly on an inhale breath, start to lift the body back up. Head comes up, yeah, and release and relax. Good. All right, finding our way into final relaxation, Shavasana now. So I like to lean forward, scoot your hips to the very back of your chair, get yourself nice and comfortable. Feel free to lay down. If you'd like in Shavasana, flipping the palms up, either on the floor or on your lap, guiding your hands up towards the top of your thighs to gently open your shoulders. Take a breath in. And with that ha sound, ha, nice sigh, let it out and float your eyes closed. Just spend a couple of minutes here, just a couple of seconds here, just finding comfort. Your body, just wiggle around, get nice and comfortable, and then arrive in stillness. Keep the body still now. Take a breath in again and sigh it out. And imagine all the last bits of tension floating out of your body. Last one here, breath in and let go. Relax the body. Bring a little smile to your face. And at your own pace, do about 5 Ujjayi breaths here. Continuing to instill the practice of being happy and joyful. And relax each exhale breath. And relax more. On your next exhale breath, just relax the breath. Relax the body from head to toe. Back of the neck, your back, shoulders, arms and hands, heart, hips, legs, feet. Whole bodies relax now. For just another minute or two, just be here. Let the mind wander. Let the thoughts come and go. You are peace and you are joy. free to remain here for as long as you'd like. Bring your awareness to how you feel. Wish to come back into this space and time. Take a little deeper breath in and let it go. With final little sigh there. Good. And then slowly begin to wiggle your toes, wiggle your fingers, sway the body side to side. If you are lying down and want to come back into this space, roll over onto one side. And slowly, slowly, ever so slowly, come back to center, come back to stillness. Bring your hands into Anjali Mudra prayer position. Palms together, rest them onto your heart. Take a nice big breath in. And breathe out, relax your forehead. Keep your shoulders reaching back, drop your head. Good. Closing practice today with this. Everything is energy, and that is all there is to it. Match the frequency of the reality you want, and you cannot help but get that reality. It can be no other way. Albert Einstein. When you're feeling ready and complete at your own pace, just bring that smile back to your face. Gently start to flutter the eyes open. Lifting the head. Thank you all for coming and taking care of yourself on this beautiful, lovely, happy day. Practice happiness, practice your smile the next couple of days before I see you. Yeah, have a lovely rest of your day. Namaste, everybody. Namaste.